Hi, I'm Steve, the Introverted Traveler. I've made it my mission in life to explore the beaches, deserts, mountains, and even cityscapes around us, and to do so while avoiding contact with as many people as possible. And although I will never hang out with you for any reason, I do invite you to join me on my journey. Come and see the world through the eyes of an extreme introvert. On this edition, we are in the gold country of Northern California, exploring the Independence Trail in South Yuba River State Park. Along the way, we'll encounter wooden bridges, clear rivers, storm damage, and beautiful landscapes. All this and much more on this Introverted Travels. Back on another adventure, and this time we're doing things a little bit differently. I am on the Independence Trail, which is right out of the small gold rush town of Nevada City, California, here of course in Northern California. Today we're actually doing an easy hike because we're doing a trail that I've done before, or at least parts of it, and I've done it for a very long time. First time I was ever out on this trail, I was probably about 4 or 5 years old, because I am actually from a nearby city. It's a town from a nearby area called Grass Valley. I spent 20 years there, grew up there. So I have never recorded this trail before. It's actually a really cool trail. It's a trail that, at least for the first mile or so, is wheelchair accessible, and you'll see why. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this particular hike. The trailhead was full, and when I say full, there's probably about 8 or 9 cars there. So far, I haven't seen anybody out, but my introversion senses are tingling. I know there's people out here. I'm fully prepared to do my duty and to complain, like mad about the people. So don't worry, there will be lots of complaining during this video, but I like this area. I think it's pretty cool. So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna do what we do, and we're gonna hope for the best. So, I forgot. Yeah, he's being as photogenic as ever. So, I'm not alone on this hike. It's one of those. Okay, maybe I was incorrect. Maybe there is gonna be a waterfall today because look, it's water falling. I mean, that's what a waterfall is. It doesn't matter the size. I mean, that's a ditch that's draining, but it counts. Okay, there was a waterfall. Let's go. So a little bit of a history lesson, and I'm going off of memory, and we all know that I'm rapidly aging, so if I get any of the facts wrong while I'm attempting to, desperately recall them, I will issue a correction either over the video or in the... Somebody's having some leash issues. I think he's worked it out. Anyway, I'll issue a redaction or a correction in the video description. Okay, now that I've gotten myself out of any trouble in case I flub this, essentially we are walking, as you can see, we are walking along what used to be drainage ditches. Near this area is actually another state park called Malakoff Diggins, and what that is, or was, is hydro mining. So, huge water cannons that were used to erode away the hillside and, ultimately look for gold, because apparently settlers were obsessed with gold. But yeah, so they eroded away the hillside and all that drainage had to go somewhere. Well, we are standing in the general region where that drainage went. Now, if I remember correctly, and again, rapidly aging, so who knows what I do, but one of the very first environmental lawsuits was a result of this drain off, because it was draining off from this area down into the valley where agriculture was, and basically polluting everything because it was, you know, because it was mine drainage and all the toxic stuff associated with that. So people sued, and eventually I believe the entire operation up here was shut down. I believe, and again, I may be wrong, but I believe as a result of that. So we are actually standing in history, and he's peeing on history. He's done that before. It's a sign of respect in dog culture. Oh, that's always a good sign. I'm not sure exactly what's happening here, but yeah, there's caution tape around the big, very dangerous looking boulder. I'm gonna go the other way. I told you this was not gonna be a dangerous hike. This was gonna be a nice, gentle hike. But watch, the freaking boulder's gonna fall on me. By the end of this hike, I'm gonna be squished and dead. All right, so far, we have seen a few people, unfortunately, and what's even worse, you know, aside from just seeing people, seeing families with loud, obnoxious children. I mean, I get it. Children exist in this world. There's nothing that I can do about it. I mean, I fathered a child at one point myself, many years ago. He's in college now, but other people's children annoy me. And it's just a reminder that the population's going to continue to grow, when really the population should be shrinking. I mean, we need more of those and less of these. Well, looks like we have a little bit of erosion here. I swear it's safe out here. I swear, folks, I'm not gonna die on this trail. This is like, I mean, even All Trails rates this as easy, and All Trails is full of crap, but you know, erosion happens on trails. This is as long as it doesn't happen on my head. Well, it wouldn't be a spring hike video without this. All right, we're gonna have to slop through mud. We're gonna have to slop through water. Actually, it's always interesting watching how he problem solves, because usually either he gets himself in trouble or he outshines me and comes up with a solution I should have come up with. In this case, yeah, my new boots are getting wet and muddy. I hate that. Oh yes, more storm damage. Oh, this one's even cooler. Check this out. All right, so we have, it looks like, I'm not exactly sure. I guess it just, oh, it sheared off. Okay, so that makes sense. Let's get around this thing. Give me 1 minute here. There's one tree, here's two trees. So yeah, that thing just completely sheared off, broke off, and the bridge took it. Not a lot of damage though. I mean, yes, there's damage, but it could have taken the entire damn bridge out. It's weather, folks. All right, well, this is one way to advertise your YouTube channel. Check this out. I mean, we're literally in the middle of nowhere. We're like 1.5 miles down the trail here, and someone has stuck on their YouTube advertisements. I should do that. Only that might be considered a public nuisance given the content of my channel and my demeanor, but you know, it is good advertising. I mean, I'm totally not gonna go to this person's YouTube channel because I don't care and I have no interest in whatever they're selling, but I could see it as a potential form of advertising. All right, we've officially reached the end of the AllTrails map, and now, having consulted the AllTrails map one more time, I realized what that sticker, that YouTube advertisement was marking. Now, I have been in this area. I didn't realize the beach that I had been to was, that's right down there. You can't see it from here, but welcome to Nevada counties, and we're in Nevada County. Welcome to their one, and as far as I know, only Nude beach. Now, we're not at the Nude beach, we're above it at the moment, and I am contemplating going down there, but I really don't want to get into a fist fight because I'm you know, flashing around a GoPro, and it's also my policy that I don't put other people on camera to begin with, especially naked people. So I will probably go and see if I can get some shots of the river. I have been to this Nude beach. You know, as far as Nude beach goes, I'm gonna give it probably 2-3 stars because it's, you know, I don't know, I'm old, I don't even care anymore. All right, so we've managed to find our way down to the non-naked side of the river. Check this out. This is an utterly beautiful river. Of course, I'm not gonna go any further than here because that thing looks like it would tear my face off. But there it is. There's the Yuba River, ladies and gentlemen. But today, we're just looking at the gorgeous blue water, looking at the rapids, beautiful sunshine, the clouds. It's a nice day. It has not been this nice for a while. We're at the Yuba River. The non-naked version. The naked version is actually in the other direction. We took the trail that will not get us punched in the face if we have a GoPro. So, yeah. Well, he's naked, so yeah. There's your nudity for the video. All right, unfortunately, to get down here to the river, that beautiful river back there, it was literally downhill. So that means, yeah. Time to do the all-terrain vehicle that is my dog and me. We're gonna hike. It's the only uphill, and we're not on the main trails. So don't think that if you come up the Independence Trail, you're gonna be doing a lot of hills. You're not, unless you're like me, trying to film the river, or you're looking for boobies and butts. Either way, you're gonna be going downhill and then back up. So just be warned. Okay, we're back on the Independence Trail. He's eager to keep going. And yeah, we saw the beautiful river down there. That is the most blue river compared to the rivers that run through Sacramento, which are, you know, green to brown and filled with who knows what. The rivers out here in the foothills of the Sierra are crisp, they're clean. I'm sure there's some form of pollution in there, but can't really tell because it's awesome and it's beautiful. And I'm tired because I just hiked back up, and I don't know what's happening here, but yeah. So pretty much turning around, we're going back, but we'll keep you posted along the way. Just an update so I can stay on brand, whatever my brand is. But very few people out here today. I've seen a few. We of course saw a bunch when I was going towards the end of the trail, and now that I'm coming back from the end of the trail, I've encountered 1 or 2 people, but really nothing major. It's been really nice and quiet. I haven't had to endure anyone's idiotic, mundane conversations, besides, of course, my own with, well, you guys. And yeah, it's been, well, it's been the sound of creeks. It's been the sound of birds in wilderness. It's been the sound of certain people peeing on everything he finds. But very few human beings out here. It is very easy to forget that I'm up in Nevada County until the bunch of teenage hikers passed me, and like marijuana smoke is literally just like, there's no smoke, but the odor is, yeah, we're in Hippieville. We're right near hippies, and you know, now that pot is legal, I don't know how much they're growing out here anymore, but yeah, when I was growing up, this was, yeah, it was well known. All right. He's happy. I'm happy, and we're almost back. So let's go. All right. Starting to get the profound sense that we are nearing the trailhead again. So this is a good time to do our trail rating, but I've pretty much already discussed it. There are people out here, so it's not going to be a 10. Remember, our introverted scale is a 1 is the most miserable thing an introvert could be in. Disneyland on the 4th of July. It's miserable. There's humanity everywhere, which by, you know, extension means it's just terrible. It's the 7th circle of hell. Let's just admit it. So that's a 1. And then a 10, of course, would be literally the gates of heaven, which is a middle of a field in Antarctica, you know, on a warm day with absolutely nobody around. So nothing never, I can't grammar today. Nothing ever gets a 10 just because a 10 is an unobtainable goal unless you're literally in a field in Antarctica. But trails can get up there. This one's about a 7, and it's about a 7 because there are people here. This day may not be a prime example of how this trail usually is, but I don't rate trails based on that. I just rate it based on my experience. So we're gonna pan a 7 to this one. And I mean, if you're just in for a brisk walk, this is not a class 3. This isn't even a class, it's just a walk, folks. It's not even really a major hike. It does end with river access. We've already discussed that. But yeah, if you're in for just a nice walk to the woods, across some wooden bridges, see a few streams, maybe go to the river, this is not a bad idea. So I'm gonna give it a 7, and we're gonna call it good. Well, we're not quite back, but we're getting very, very close. So I see some people back there, and the activity has picked up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my sign off now. But let's do a quick recap. We're up on the Independence Trail near Nevada City in Nevada County here in Northern California. We're in the gold country. We are walking along what is basically the old ditches for drainage from hydro mining on a beautiful trail. We've seen wooden bridges. We've seen beautiful creeks. Seen a little bit of storm damage. We got to see the Yuba River. We got to see trees and birds and, you know, the typical. And you got to see me walking through nature, rambling, and talking about how much I don't like people. So, all in all, good day, and hopefully a good video. But what I will tell you, stay introverted, everybody. And I'm gonna see you in the next adventure.